12. I'm concerned for my future and theirs. I'm angry at what the government has done and what they're doing for the country. Michael Noonan is 68 years of age, and he's kicked the promising oath down the line for another 13 years. He won't be around, let's say, in 13 years for this bond has to be paid again. And for my children and yours, they'll be the ones to get paid for in 2025. In kicking it down the road, you've added between 90 and 100 million to the overall cost of it. The current, what was an unsecured bond belonging to a Business Bank, is now a sovereign debt and not as an national debt. So that's the type of thing that they are hailing as success. The government was told by outsiders to pay these unsecured bond holders and pay the debt, and surely will in the future. And then they turn to us for more money to run the services in the country, where they receive large paychecks and expenses. Phil Hogan receives over 170,000 a year, plus expenses, and a driver. He was asked in February 2009 to pay 10% pay cut, like all others at the time, and he said he couldn't, as his personal circumstances didn't allow for that at the moment. Well, Phil, my personal circumstances don't allow me to pay your household tax at this time, or any other time either. The pay guidelines for advisors to ministers and Taoiseach have been ignored. That was one of their election promises to the broken. More quangos have been set up, and they said they were going to get rid of them before the election, and now that's another election promise broken. No matter how crooked or inept previous ministers and ex-Taoiseach have been, they still receive outrageous pension allowances, like Corey Flynn, Beverly Flynn, Curtis Ahern and Martin Cullen, and on the list goes. And all of this is coming from a bankrupt country. How can this be justified or allowed when asking the ordinary people of the country for more of our dwindling income to cover the running costs of the state? They want to know where we are to get the money to pay for these services. Well, I have a few ideas. Stop paying yourself so much money and you're crony or fighters. There's too many TVs getting paid too much for doing too little. We need to replace these people and lead-bringing politicians with patriots. If we were bankrupt as a state, let's see a little bit of austerity at the top. Leaders lead by example, not by dictate. And it's every citizen's right and duty to uphold dictates that are unjust, such as this tax on our homes. We need to make a stand together. Now this household tax be our line in the sand. The government under Naas in Europe need to know that the Irish nation has arisen, and that we refuse to pay any more of their austerity. Don't forget, it was never our debt with the banks here and in Europe. What money they want us to pay back on behalf of these banks could never be paid back, according to a wide range of economists like David McWilliams, and loads more besides. One thing they all have agreed in common, it's all about the euro and the effort to save it. We are to be used in whatever way they deem necessary to facilitate this attempt at saving the euro and the German banks. Democracy in Greece and Italy has fallen in their efforts to prop up the euro and their banks, as unelected technocrats are installed to oversee and implement further austerity. Are we to be next? We can do something else. We can send a message to Europe. If we vote no to the fiscal compact referendum, maybe then they will take note of what we're talking about. It will be your only chance to have your say. The new buzzword around Europe now is growth. Our government or the European leaders never uttered it until the French President Hollande said he would not implement this austerity treaty, but growth was the way forward. Now the ball jumped on the growth bandwagon, which David McWilliams and other economists have said from day one, you have to grow your way out of the recession. They said in all previous referendums that we were voting for jobs and to put us in the heart of Europe. Well, we know all about the job situation now across Europe. It's not the opposite of what we said, of what they said. We are where we are, and where we always were and always will be, on the margins of Europe. It's the big guys that count and make the rules. Rules that suit them. Hence Angela Merkel and this austerity forever rule. Why would you want to be part of a group that doesn't treat you as an equal? The Maastricht Treaty, remember that one? Well, in 2014 it states the voting shares changed. Germany's doubled from 8% to 16%. France and Italy's doubled from 6% to 12%. And Ireland, well, that halved from 2% to 1%. Now, how is that putting us in the heart of Europe? President Higgins said that he is concerned that the concept of a shared union under the founding treaties has been lost. So let me finish by saying, stick to your principles, and we at the campaign here in Kildare will be here to support you. They may have given it a break for the referendum in order to con people into voting for it, but they will be back once again, and Phil will be back in his threats. And while we don't know what to have in store, once we stick together we can defeat them. Thank you.